So the different environments in Kane and Lynch obviously needs quite a bit of art direction to go through, and the guy that we're looking for is Martin Guldbæk, who's been doing just that on Kane and Lynch.
Hey, Lars. My name is Martin Guldbæk. I'm the art director on Kane and Lynch. A lot of studios, magazines and whatever in this business have a tendency to talk a lot about the next gen hardware. And of course we do have the shaders, rigid body, the bump maps, all the stuff. Instead of having focus on all the tech that's available out there, we have tried to first come up with the colors, the mood, the compositions that we want to have. What images do we need? What environments do we need to actually tell the story? This here is some of the concept art for the very first level. As the game begins, the character is, at the pit of his life. But what was important to us was to find a location that sort of had this naked and sad atmosphere. And so we looked around in parts of Los Angeles where it's the colors also in real life are sort of washed out. It's not that populated. Actually, all the sketches we did here are without people on them, because the character in the beginning of the game is also he's all alone, and we wanted the environment and what was around him to sort of reflect that. Of course, before we did this, we had people go to Los Angeles. We had tons of photos and stuff. But using photos alone is not really sufficient enough, because if I show you 10 different photographs, there's a lot of information in those photos that you will pick out. It's not necessarily the same information that I see in the photographs. This is why the concept drawings are important, because they are way more simplified than what the photo would be. All the stuff that we don't want to have in the scene is left out in the concept drawing. Another thing you can do with concept drawings that you cannot do using photos alone is you can really specify the colors and the contrast you want to have. That's very difficult to do if you have like a batch of 100 different photos, because they would be taking on the different weather conditions, different time of day and so on.
Hey, I'm Anders Poulsen and I'm lead character designer here at IO. When we design characters, we are looking for doing something that nobody else have done before. Kane was the first one that was designed, and he was started out to be this kind of flawless, slick, average character that we normally see in games, and then we kind of added the influence of life to them, like baldness, beard, glasses, kind of evolved from being this very suited guy to be more loose. And Lynch was then added as this sidekick character, but actually gave more and more life to Kane's hero characters. Lynch is a schizophrenic, insane, medicated character that is kind of stuck in his own reality. He has this kind of redneck character, but dressed in a fancy suit that kind of makes him more complex. I don't see him as, he's not full of hate. I see him more as basically scared. He's scared of himself. He's scared of people. He's paranoid, and he kind of acts from fear. Comes from me, I think. It's a bit of anger put into him, and a bit of childhood memories, and paranoia that we all have. Like did they say something about me and stuff like that. I like him a lot. I think he's more interesting than the hero. But he's also a more complex character. He's not straightforward.